All right, for everybody that's out there, we do have some technical difficulty happening with Mr. Mike Oliver trying to get on and trying to get the slides. So we do the rank advancements as always. He's actually trying to send me the slideshow right now. He's having some technical difficulty with that too. And so we may or may not have the slides tonight, but that's why the countdown has gone down, because I'm trying to grab other things. But we are on track to begin our corporate update call. We got some amazing guests lined up tonight. We're going to have Darius, Thomas Flowers, we're supposed to have Tanya, and some other people. We're going to have Daryl, Maria, Mr. David Hart is coming to us live from Hawks Cay. And so that's going to be great. So with that, to just give you guys kind of an update here, where we are. Again, we're about 2 minutes away from getting going here, but that's why you don't see the countdown anymore. But we're excited that you're here. We've got some great guests. Can't wait for you guys to hear it all tonight. We'll be back momentarily.
All right. We're getting ready to start here. Waiting for a few more folks.
Yeah, Mike's trying to email me the link as we speak here.
Here we go.
I'm trying to grab that for the PowerPoint. Oh, there we go. Now I got it.
You got it?
I believe we got it here. I'm like, if Thomas Flowers can hear me, Thomas, I've been trying to make you a panelist, but you have to accept the panelist invitation. Then that'll bring you over to the speaker side. Then I can make you a co-host from there. So we do need you to first and foremost accept the invitation to be a panelist. I'm going to try that one more time. Just clicked it again. And all right, with that, we have hit our official start time. We do want to welcome every single one of you to our corporate update call. It is August the 30th, and it has been an unbelievable August. In fact, Mr. David Hart will be talking about that tonight. In fact, Mr. Hart is still in Hawks Cay, the place that all of us just left. Another amazing world tour in the books. Now, I can tell you, I was actually flying back. I was in the Fort Lauderdale airport, and we were eating at the Margaritaville Cafe, Jimmy Buffett. And I just pulled up my video, my phone, just to kind of like, hey, it was unbelievable. Kind of sad that we're leaving everybody, but it's so great. We're going to see everyone again in 9 days in San Diego. But I was just talking about it a little bit. And there's a guy who actually drives the bus in the city of Nashville. And he was sitting at the bar and he turned and he goes, are you one of those like YouTube guys? And I'm like, no, we got a travel club. And he's asking me questions. Next thing you know, he's like, we're like best buddies. We're friends. We're exchanging info. We're inviting him to the Dream Trips page. Now he's looking at the opportunity video. Same thing happened once I landed in San Diego with another family. They were waiting for the shuttle with us and asked about where we'd been. But I mean, our business is as simple as just being a product of the product and telling everyone where you went and how unbelievable it was. And so it really, really, really easy to share. And as we do every single week, we like to begin with the rank advancements. The people that have gone out there, this is probably the most important part of any call that we ever do, is recognizing those people who took action, recognizing those people who went out and faced the fears. I'm afraid to talk to somebody. I'm afraid of what they might say. These are the people who are making it happen. These are the people and the reason that we are having the record sales. These are the people who are now earning free travel points every single month. These are the people you're going to see on the next world tour saying, hey, we're here for virtually nothing because we traded in our points that we were getting for free because we told 3 on some kind of an amazing vacation. And as you can see that, this week we have 50 directors that qualified for that. Last week, I think we had 57. The week before we had 80. The week before we had 50 something. I mean, to have 50 something people in the middle of summer, qualifying for the free travel is just unprecedented, unbelievable in our company history, record setting. We've never had these kind of numbers. I remember back in the day, we were celebrating when we had 2 or 3. I mean, every single week we have, that kind of number coming in. Now on the 1-star director, now these are people who are now earning $400 to $700 per month. So how do you become a 1-star director? Well, if you went out there and you were a travel trader, assuming you did the titanium travel and you were doing the trading package, now you might bring on 4 people. You're enjoying some free service. You help your 4 people get a couple people each. You got 600 volume in your left leg, 600 volume in your right leg, and you are now earning $400 to $700 per month. That is an extra, $4,800 to $8,400 per year. I mean, what if your boss came into your office tomorrow and said, you know what, you've been working really hard. I'm going to give you an extra $5,000 to $8,000 per year. I mean, most of you would go home doing backflips and break out the Dom Perignon and honey, let's go to dinner. We're going to celebrate. I just got this huge raise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can give people that kind of a raise at any time. It's a mental decision. Anytime you want, you can go out and tell a few who tell a few and generate an extra income. But these are the people on the screen who actually did that. And we've got Sarah, we got Peggy, we've got Mr. Vitale, we got Stephanie, we got Mr. Paru, we got Harmona, we got Diane, we got Justine, we got Michelle, we got Livia, Melanie, we got Joseph. Notice I'm skipping the last names, right? I mean, I give credit to Mike who reads these names.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Todd. You got to give Mike a lot of love because
man, I'm giving Mike all the love in the world, man. That's part of being a global company. You get all these names from different countries. It's like I'm going to totally butcher that. I'd rather just go with what I'm.
By the way, that's a lot of 1-stars in a 7-day period.
Oh, look at it. Exactly. I mean, count that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 1-star directors making an extra $4 to $7 for the week. That's in the last 7 days. I mean, so again, I think that's just absolutely incredible. We slide over to 2 stars, by the way. For the, I mean, look at this. We got 7 brand new 2 stars, everyone from, Temi to Julie, to Melanie, to Sybil, to Augustine, to, I'm going to say Geraldine, right? Geraldine, yeah.
Yep.
And then we got Mr. Toka 2. We'll go with Toka 2. How would you say that, Miss Adela?
It's Toka 2. He said it right.
Yeah, Toka 2. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to Pikachu. So anyway, congratulations to all the rank advancements that are out there. Again, record numbers every single week. Hey, Mr. Daryl Roberts. And I wanted at this time to actually turn the call over to our host from Hawks Cay. We had David and Adela Hart. We got to hang out with them. We got to hang out with Daryl Maria. We got to hang out with a lot of our Hispanic team. We got to hang out with a lot of people you're going to hear on here tonight here in a moment. But we had so much fun. We were sad leaving. By the way, I saw the pictures from fishing yesterday. Heard you swam with the dolphins today. So it was an unbelievable world tour. They just keep getting better. So without any further ado, Mr. David Hart, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Todd. Well, that's exciting to look at all those rank advancements for the week. And, that many two-star directors coming, there's a whole new wave of 3-stars and 4-star ambassadors on their way. We have a couple of people that are so close to that ambassador level here. They'll get that done in the next week or so. And then they're going to have an invitation to come out, all expenses paid for, on the back end of the world tour in Cancun. So you could spend 5 days on the front end at the world tour, use your travel points, go for super discounted rates, but then you get to spend 5 days and get moved over to the TRS and be completely pampered as an ambassador. And that's something that we'll do for our ambassadors every year. And how many corporate jobs do you know where you have that kind of, or any job or career where they you get a free vacation, 5-star free vacation, just for being a rank? That's pretty amazing. Adela, you want to share a few things, some of all the exciting stuff that's happened here? We've been in Hawks Cay now for 7 days. We head home tomorrow. Beautiful place down here in the Florida Keys. Been unbelievable talked to a lot of different folks down here. I'll get into that in a little bit, but you want to just kind of share with people some of the highlights of the trip over the last 7 days?
Yes, we
Okay.
have a lot of fun. Everybody, it was very fun to see everybody here, some of the Latinos from Miami and from other places here at the
Hawks
Cay.
Cay, yeah.
And also the great company for breakfast at 6, 7, and 8 a.m. And then, well, what else I can say? We went to swim with the dolphin, me and the boys. We get my favorite stepson to propose. I jumped in the ocean, which was something that I always wanted to do. I want to swim with the sharks too. What else we did?
Oh, I have to talk a little bit about that.
We did amazing thing. We were fishing. Oh my gosh! You know what? Whoever didn't make it for this trip, they had to be the next one. It's amazing. This is my first trip here, and it just I just love it. I love the company. I love the smiles. I love the story. You know what? Just to pass and listen to people. What do they have to say? You know. It's just amazing, all their stories, all their energy, their positive vibes, and everything is because what we have here is just a tremendous opportunities. Thanks to our CM funder and everyone else that helps to put this together.
Yeah, yesterday was, well, the whole week has been an incredible week. I mean, I'll never forget this trip. It was a life experience, life memories. For me, I got to watch my oldest son propose on the beach to his future wife and our future daughter-in-law. And they're just such a neat couple and very special for me, very special for Della. Todd, it was special for you because you were there too. You were the guy that actually took the stick and wrote it on there for Justin, "Will you marry me?" in the sand. So he put on the sand, "Will you marry me? Kathleen, will you marry me?" with a question mark. And then they walked out on the beach and we filmed it. And he got down on one knee and proposed to her. So that was pretty neat to be able to see it. Watch him go through that. And of course, even more exciting was when she said yes, right? But there was never really any doubt. We've got to do it. She was going to say yes anyway. So, but we're excited for them. And that's one of the things that I would tell you guys is that world tours are a place where you get to create life experiences or memories that will last a lifetime, however you want to say it. And then yesterday we got to go out and go fishing, something that's kind of one of my passions to do. And we caught all kinds of fish. We must have caught 20 plus fish out there. And Adela decided she wanted to go jump in the water. That was pretty hilarious, actually.
This is history. I want to jump in the water many years ago with Mr. Tad Strand and Gina. Remember that?
Yeah, but we were seeing sharks out there in the water.
It's okay.
They were gray sharks.
I want to swim with the sharks too.
Yeah, that's what she says now. So, anyways, and then at the end of the day yesterday, we took all our fish and we took it to this restaurant called Lazy Days, and they made this unbelievable fish spread. It was just incredible. We had a great time with family again, and another life memory right there. So that's one of the things that when you're out marketing this business to people is that you actually you become a dream maker for them, life makers, life memories. They're going to life memories for the rest of their lives. You get to participate in that because one of the things that we do here at Trevorium is we show people how to travel. Do you realize how many people don't even know how to travel? And it's a dream of people to be able to travel. But guess what? A lot of people don't even know where to go. And if they go, who to hang out with or what to do. Well, guess what? We close that gap. We make it affordable. And we put it right out there in front of them when they have this membership. So our travel membership is the best travel membership on the planet, bar none. I mean, there's just so much value in what we have. If you go out and share it with and just get 3 customers, guess what? Your travel points are now free. You have enough volume coming into your business that your travel points are being paid for by our compensation plan. So nothing beats that, I can tell you. It's a simple process and easy to do. You know, it's interesting. I want to talk about the growth that we've had in the company. And this month, you know, over 1,700 people came into the business in August. We got one more day left, so we'll see what tomorrow holds. I imagine it's going to be a record day tomorrow with what's happening in the company. But right now we're a little over 1,700 people. We'll see how many tomorrow comes in. I know my goal, I put a number out there close to 2,000. So brand new people that have come into the business, decided to sign up and be partners with us to go out and share the opportunity. And you know, it's interesting when people are brand new and they get in at the beginning, they're all excited. They don't know what they're doing, but typically people get excited and they go out and they start talking to people about the business. And you know what, when you're brand new in the business, keep that enthusiasm and that excitement, but use your upline who is skilled, understands our business. You can lean on their credibility. You can edify them as the expert and let them help share and build the business with you. I want to encourage you to do that. You know, being coachable is a big part of being successful in our business. And when people recognize that and find an active upline that they can work with and utilize that relationship, upline, downline, coach, team member, edification, credibility, great things happen when you start sharing the business. Then of course, the more successful you get or the more skilled you get, and once you start to understand our presentation, then you realize, hey, all I got to do is pique people's interest and talk to them about, hey, do you like to travel? Are you open to making money? Whatever your statement is. Todd just talks, he's just on the out there on the phone or talking excited and building conversations. You know, that's what you need to do. And then what I see is like people, oh, you know, if they've been in for a little while and they've gone through their list or they've talked to a few people and they got negative because a brand new person doesn't really know how to handle any objections and they do yada yada, or you hear a few no's or you hang around other negative people that are saying negative things, and all of a sudden that excitement, that enthusiasm turns to, man, what happened? I don't think I can do this, right? I don't know how to do that. You know what? I just want to encourage you to plug into our leadership and be positive and just keep sharing this opportunity with people. If you do the activity steps, I have been in this industry so long, 30 years, and you know, there's a pattern with people that find success in our business. And there's also a pattern with people that have no success in our business. Pattern for people that have success, they're always excited, they're positive, and they're doing the activity steps that help them build their business. You know, when you're brand new, what's your activity? Share the opportunity with people. Talk to people about Trevorium. Talk to people about the opportunity to create income from home. Talk to people about creating life memories or life experiences. Be a product of the product so you can actually validate what it is that you're marketing. Very key. I see Darius on here. I see Thomas Flowers on here. These guys validate their product. So Tanya Evans on here, got to meet her, validating their product. Norm's on here as well. You know, that's so key, being a product of the product. So, you know, I want to encourage you guys, you know, so that's what people that are finding success doing. They're taking action. They're sharing the opportunity. They never lose their excitement or their enthusiasm from the day they get started in the business. They're a product of the product. And you know what? This business is simple. It boils down to two things. Number one, talk to new people about the business opportunity. Number two, help your new people. Got to have new people. Talk to people about the business opportunity. So you're always in a mode where you're sharing the opportunity with people and expanding your network and setting the example for the people on your team to follow. And then number two, you help your team do the same. But you never get out of doing number one, which is always talking to new people, expanding your network, because you're setting the example for other people to follow. And when you get in a rhythm and you're talking to people about our business, it's not even work. It's just like having conversations and having fun. You know, you just have to learn to get skilled at the conversation that you're having with people. And if somebody, you know, doesn't want to know about the business or has a remark to say, I never would work, or whatever the case is, you know what? That remark, that statement, that body language they give you, It's like water on a duck's back. What happens to water when it hits a duck's back? It rolls off. The duck doesn't even get wet. He don't even care. He just goes quack, and he goes down the river. He doesn't care. He just keeps pedaling along. And that's what you got to do. Well, guess what? There are some habits that I've recognized from people that don't have success in our business. They're not products of the product. They don't have a story that they can go share with people, right? They're not out doing the activity of talking to new people about the business, and they're negative and they're not excited. Well, if you follow those activities, you're going to have a tough time building a network and attracting people. So you know what? If you're doing any of those things, I want to tell you this: cross it out, stop doing it, do the other. Share the opportunity, which is the activity to build your business, help your people, be positive all the time, be excited all the time. And oh gosh darn it, you're gonna have to be a product of the product. You're gonna have to go travel and create lifetime experiences. You're gonna have to create memories that will last a lifetime. I promise you, if you'll focus on those things, you're gonna find success in the business. I can tell you this, I'm fired up. I was up at 6 a.m. this morning for a conference call with some of our travel partners that we've partnered with in business to bring you guys an incredible product. 2022 is going to be, wow, we're going to give you guys more opportunities to travel in 2022 with our world tours. Not to mention we have great getaways, we have unbelievable net travel rates. You know, sometimes I think a lot of times we don't talk enough about just the membership side of our net travel rates and being able to earn loyalty points. Those loyalty points add up if you're traveling and you're doing it on net travel rates. So go check it out in the back office. I know that we've talked about it a few times here. My time is up. I'm almost 20 minutes after, so I want to be respectful because I know we got a lot of guests. They're going to share some great stuff tonight. So Todd, with that,
I speak on behalf of everybody. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You know, it's crazy. I was at a meeting at 6 a.m. this morning. I was up at 5. I went to bed last night at midnight, and I didn't go to sleep right away. And then I was winding all up this morning, getting ready to have that business presentation at 6 a.m. By the way, that's called a clue, right? It doesn't matter what time it is. I hear people talk, well, I got this job I'm doing. I can't find the time to do it. You know what? You find the time for things that are important to you. If it's important for you to build your own business, if it's important for you to have residual income, I hope I can just talk to you guys straight out like it is and let you know how it is. I hope that's okay. If it's important to you to have a dream, if it's important for you to see those dreams become reality, then guess what? The activity steps that you need to take are going to become a priority. And you know what? The fear that you may have will go away when you take action in the business. That's the bottom line. If you take action, you'll do it. You know, people, oh, I'm going to build a big business, David. I'm going to get it done. I go, great, go get it done. But then they don't do the activity and they wonder why it's not working. You know what? If you do the activity, even if you're scared to do it or you're fearful because you're nervous because you haven't done it that much before and you go do it anyways, you're gonna get results. And so, and this is, I promise you this, you could share our business with people and not even be that good about sharing our business. But if you share it with enough people and you share it with, eventually you're gonna put the opportunity of Trevorium on the right people, your business is going to take off. So it's important for you to do that activity. It's very key. So, man.
Can we get one more quack? I mean, just one more quack. that was classic. I'm glad this is recorded. Quack.
Okay, let me see if I can do that right now. You know, duck on a water's back, right? Or water on a duck's back. He's going down the river. He don't even care about the water. It's just quack, quack. He just keeps pedaling. All right, so a little comedy tonight. But you know what? I want to make sure that we do one thing, Todd, our leadership. We need to fight for people's dreams. We're freedom fighters. We need to be able to to stand up for people until they're strong enough to stand up for themselves. And we need to let people know that, you know what, it is hard work. It's not easy to do, but it's doable. And most of the challenges that people face and come up against is their own mindset, what they hear inside their brain when they hear no, or they're about ready to do something new for the first time, or they get the butterflies in their stomach when they hear somebody say to them, hey, that sounds like a great business, because they were listening in on the phone call. And it's like, do I say something? You know what? Say it. Talk to them about the business. Engage. Go after it. You'll find out, just like when you got involved, the reason you got involved in this business, there are people out there that want to hear what we have. And you're tasked with sharing that story with them.
Amen. Amen. By the way, I mean, unbelievable, Mr. David Hart. I hope everyone that's out there will go back and grab the replay of this and replay the training section he just did and replay it again and again and again. It's nothing more. He gave you all the stepping stones of just, being consistent. Just go out there and do it, long enough, and you're going to find somebody that gets excited. Miss Adela, any final words?
Oh, no, I just don't miss it next time, whatever that is, San Diego or Hawks Cay.
Hawks Cay. Yeah.
Whoever the
Hawks
place
Cay.
it is, right? Let's go and have fun, right?
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, we're closing out on San Diego. There's still time to go to San Diego. September 1st is the last day to book. That's in a couple of days. There's still time. San Diego in September is the best time to go to San Diego.
David, you made a comment a moment ago too, that sometimes people get in the game and maybe they get a little beat up, or their dreams get a little beat up. They got some negative friends, negative family, and that happens to us all. But the great thing about our business is you can bring yourself right back on track by simply going to San Diego, by simply going to a world tour, by simply like, oh my gosh, look at this place. I mean, this is the most unbelievable resort. We are here for pennies, and I'm hanging out with all these other positive people. I mean, that will get you revved up, and you'll have the pictures, you'll have the video. So in our business, the single best thing you can do is go on vacation. I mean, just go have fun. And I think initially for most people, it's about product, and it's about product. It's about price. I mean, where am I going? What's the price? So initially it's the place and the price, but I'm telling you, once you go on a world tour, it's not about either one of those. It's about community. It's about connection. It's about family. It's about creating, these memories and these relationships that you'll never, ever forget. My wife this morning actually made the comment like, oh, it's so sad I won't see Adela and Maria this morning, right? I mean, you're going to create these friendships and these bonds that will transcend continents. It will transcend time. I mean, 40 years from now, you'll be remembering some of the trips, some of the connections, some of the friends that you made going on these trips and all the future ones we're going to take. And I did see Daryl and Maria pop on there for a moment. In fact, before you guys go, I want to bring Daryl and Maria on because obviously we've all known each other for a long, long time. We've known the Harts, we've known the Roberts have known the Harts, they've known us. And it was just so absolutely amazing to get to spend so much time with you guys over the last few days. So, Daryl and Maria, based on, everything you heard David Adela just mentioned, unbelievable. Just stole your word, but take it away. And you're on mute, by the way. Sorry, Daryl. Or there's no mic.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There we go. There you are.
Hey.
Dave, I was giving you a standing ovation. Boy, you were rocking. That was back in the day type of training and the energy. But as Todd said, go back to that segment. What he shared with you will change your life. Again, the only reason people don't get to that point is, like he said, they don't keep repeating it over and over. One thing that I found out about Todd, because we got a chance to hang out probably more than we've done in a long time, Todd, and we both had, well, I knew this, 2 kids, and they were both exceptional hitters. And one thing we found out is before the game, they were hitting. After the game, they were hitting. During the week, they were hitting. And then during the off time, they were hitting. And then during this time, they were hitting. They were always hitting. And sometimes they got frustrated at me and they got frustrated at Todd because they were doing all of that hitting. But, my son was a Gatorade Player of the Year. His daughter led the Bradley in home runs, and just amazing. But that's what it takes, over and over. The other thing that I found out, and I found out for the very first time, is that Todd told me he had a mentor when he first got in this industry, a guy that he looked up to, that he would do anything. And I looked at him after he was finished saying that. I had the exact same thing. I had a guy that was my sponsor, and he happened to be just probably one of the top networkers in the world. And I literally just every word he says, I just, listened passionately. Whenever he was speaking, I was there. I was constantly taking notes. I was listening to his advice. I was always calling. He didn't have to call me because I was calling him over and over and over and over and over again. And again, I mimicked his business, and it turned into my business. And I didn't do it for a day or two, or a week or two, a month or two. Todd, this was years that helped me hone my skills. My skills were honed because I was following exactly what he was doing, and he gave me access. And I know you and I tell people all the time, find the leader, find somebody that has proven themselves to reach the top of companies, that have proven themselves over and over, and be there. And sometimes people are a little nervous I don't want to bother Daryl. I don't want to bother Todd. I don't want to bother so-and-so. I'm telling you, you're not bothering us, except when you're not doing those things. So Todd, I'm just glad we've been on the same page here, building and developing our business. And the trip was, let me say it again, everybody's using the word tonight, unbelievable. The Hawaii trip was phenomenal. I'll use phenomenal for that. This trip was unbelievable. Maria, we've been talking about it since we got home yesterday. And what did you think about hanging out and doing all the stuff we got a chance to do?
Yeah, no, it was fabulous. I mean, if I could use one word, I mean, of course, unbelievable is a great word, but fabulous is also, and Gina and Todd will get fabulous in a second. Remember that fabulous word. But here's what's really cool. I think that 2020 was a year for us, with the COVID and everything, even just using the getaways as our home away from home, just getting into that, staycation, vacay mode, when you're in that type of situation. Now in 2021 is the year of the world tour. We just had a blast. And I think that the world tours are totally different than getaways. Obviously getaways, you're with your family, you're there, you can stay in your own cocoon and do what you need to do for getaways and explore the resorts and have fun with the activities. But it's really cool to be able to be on these world tours and be with the Travorium, club, the Travorium family, the Travorium Ohana, just everybody. And I think it was really neat though, too, being able to meet with Adela and Gina every morning.
Didn't you guys have breakfast literally every single morning?
Yeah, that was so great. And just being able to get to know them more, and just be able to have that bond and just be able to know and see how alike we are in a lot of ways. And that was absolutely incredible. And I know, Todd, you were there too for breakfast, but just being able to spend that time with you was just so important. And I think that really is what you were talking about in regard to having that experiences and bonds and just meeting new people and just seeing, I remember when, you used to feel that new of being in the business for the first time, and you're just so fresh and wanting to absorb like a sponge. And that's how a lot of people that they were, just some of the questions that I got and just some of the things that they were saying to me, you could tell they're just new and just wanting to absorb and learn. And that's a great thing that you should do when you're on world tours or you meet any other Travorium members, is just get to know, what are they doing? What are you having success with? What have you done? Just some of the questions that people were asking. It's really important to have that mentor. As I told you, Todd and Gina, when I started in this industry 20 plus years ago, my first meeting was train the trainers. So I literally had to be a product of the product, and I was new. I didn't know anything about the product, but I was just learning all about the product. And here our product is travel. I mean, what does it take to learn that other than just you go to a resort, you go to a getaway, you go to a new hotel that you book, and you're like, wow, I paid what for this? And this is so unbelievable. And then when you get to the point of where you're meeting other people and you're just having fun, oh, that just makes it so much, to that next level. And that's what I want for each and every one of you, to experience the product, just to be there, being able to take advantage. Even if you go to your travel site right now, let's say you have no points, you go to your travel site right now and you book a hotel for wholesale as opposed to retail. You're going to absolutely enjoy it. I mean, there's even.
Can you tell them about the duck boat? Have you went? And
So
I just want to set this up. We have so much in the back office. The loyalty points and the net. All the prices are lower, and then even the activities. Maria just found this out today.
So let's say you're going to San Diego, right? So go to your travel site and you click on activities. So you click on you put San Diego in there, you click search, and all the activities of what's happening in San Diego is going to populate there. There's a duck boat. A thing is called a seal tour, where these stops in Seaport.
Well, not to interrupt, this has become the quack call. I mean, you're doing the duck boat and Dave's doing the quack.
Dave meant that quack when he did it. He was
he nailed the quack.
I know.
He was rolling.
But no, just lastly, I'm just going to talk about the price and savings that we found is absolutely incredible. If you go to the activities San Diego, you'll see that for that duck boat tour, it's $34 per person.
And it goes on the land, and then it goes directly into the water.
And it gives you a tour of San Diego.
So it does both of those things.
And so what's really cool is, though, if you go on their website to try to get tickets, like everybody will be doing, if you were not knowing of Travorium, you go there online and you're spending $41 if you buy the tickets online. But let's say you walk up to the booth and you're paying direct, it's $44. So you're saving money is the bottom line.
What was our price?
Travorium, and our price is $34. So
our price was $34, guys.
That's absolutely incredible. So again, Maria will say, the value of the Travorium membership is unbelievable. All right.
Todd, we're going crazy handing out. Yesterday, the card just came in. And
you got yours, Todd. You got it.
I don't know if you got.
We did. We got home. The box is on the front porch.
Box there, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna go nuts just handing this little thing out, and we'll share down the road. But Todd, obviously, we're excited. This was a great trip. Wonderful people there.
Love to Gina.
Unbelievable, man. It was just
Adela.
Words don't have. Hanging out with Adela was just, the way she worked with people and talked with people.
I know.
Great first lady. And of course, Dave does his stuff all the time.
Thank you guys so
it was
much.
unbelievable.
Such a great time.
Hey, we're still here. We'll be listening in the background.
Hey, guys.
It was a good time.
Miss you.
Yes, unbelievable.
See you in San Diego for the cafecito.
Yes.
This is an open invitation.
And I will be bringing my own cream.
That's right. That's right. If it is kind of funny that those little things, like the fact that you carry your own cream, right? I bring my own tea, right? Herbal tea. Or I remember that one morning we came down and she's like, you guys, we were with Maria and she's like, you guys literally just woke up like 2 minutes ago. I was wondering why you were so quiet. I mean, it's just like you get these little moments that you'll never forget, right? I mean, it's like, kind of a form of, just this bonding that happens. And, since I have you guys on here, there was obviously a lot of people at the World Tour with us. And the first person I want to bring on is actually Norm, because Norm and his significant other did something that seems to be catching on. And that is that, he's got an account, his significant other has an account, and then they invited a friend. She's been running all these like half marathons. And they said, look, just come with us. We're going to this Hawks Cay. And so they brought her out and she was like absolutely blown away. She signed up with a membership instantaneously. You heard about that from all kinds of people that were in Hawaii. And I know Pastor Deborah Taylor had a bunch of people and other people did as well, where, you just take someone on vacation with you. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. This is incredible. So, hey, Norm, you do need to hit the camera button. If you can do that for me. There you are. I got you on there. Now we got to get you unmuted.
I'm muted.
There we are. Well, hey, Norm.
Hey, Norm.
Hey, how you doing?
Norm.
Did you have fun, buddy?
More than fun. It was our first world tour. We tried last year, but because of COVID, that kind of got squashed. But got to Hawks Cay, and it was fantastic. Unbelievable. Any other words, Daryl and Maria?
Phenomenal, fantastic, fabulous,
incredible,
powerful,
sensational.
Yes.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Right. But no, actually, it was a great time. But one thing that I did do after talking with Daryl a little bit was actually I actually prospected 5 of the resort workers. So even while I was down there, I was still working, and that was even greater because they're in the travel industry and they say they love to travel. So I'm like, well, let me show you what we're doing. So it turned out to be business and pleasure, but more pleasure than business. We had a cabana one couple of days, then we were out on the little lagoon, the saltwater lagoon. The restaurant was fantastic. I mean, you know, you can't beat the steak that they made, you know, perfectly seasoned, cooked well. The rooms were great. Then we went down to, you know, oh, I forgot. I was just told the service was unbelievable. The service was great. The people were overly nice. They were so nice. You think like they're being too nice.
So I see you have a producer as well in the ear.
Yeah, in the ear, telling what to say.
Yeah.
Probably pinching him back there. Right?
I get that all the time. I feel you, Norm.
But one last thing I'm gonna put out there. It was there. I was talking to the lady at the front desk that were, you know, basically check people in, and she said, I'm a hustler. And so I said, okay, well, I'm with your boy, and we've been here since Wednesday through Sunday. I said, you know how much we're paying, don't you? She said, no. And I said, well, for staying here for that long period of time, for all the resort fees being paid, for breakfast for 2 for every day, and for access to everything on the resort, I said, I paid $459. Her jaw dropped, and she said, you know, for anybody staying for that length of time, that's $3,000. I'm like, hey, I couldn't beat it.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And I love the way you talked about how you were doing business and pleasure, right? And that's a part of our theme here is, make your life a vacation. In fact, I want to give a shout out to Danny Seguinal, who is on here on the line tonight. Now, he's not going to speak. This is a live picture from Danny right now. So you can see Danny's feet. You can see the beach, right? You can see the umbrella. He's there, but having the time of his life. He's been in Mexico for a couple of weeks and going to be there for another week. But his big line is, my life is a vacation. And Norm, you got to experience that this week. your life was just, you were working, you were having fun, more fun than work. But this is what we get paid to do.
I need to get like Todd Strand, Daryl Marie, Danny. I need to get to that point in life so I can just sit on the beach and do it all day long.
Absolutely. Well, Norm, it was great to see you. Congratulations on the brand new partner that's coming on board with you guys.
Oh, I got one more thing. One of the people that I talked to down the resort actually texted me this morning and said, what do I do next? So it does pay off to talk to people. Just 10 seconds, I gave them the information that you gave me to give them, and they looked at it, and it was enough interest to say, what do I do next? But they were at their job working, so I told them we'd get together tomorrow. So I might be doing 3 with you tomorrow.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'm so
Absolutely.
happy that you came up and we had the conversation, because like I say, some people think we're untouchable and that could be the furthest thing from the truth. So I'm just so happy that you were open, engaging, and again, like Todd and I, we did the video in the car, and we had the mentors. He talked about it there. I talked about it earlier. Dude, I tell you, the people that we communicate with on a consistent basis, those seems to be the people that do much better than those that don't. And I learned that, almost 30 years ago, and I thought I was bugging my mentor, and he was so happy, that I was calling him, asking him, ridiculous questions, because he knew I was serious and I was learning it, telling them when I failed, when I succeeded. And I learned that. And that's the thing we try and let everybody know, is that get mentors, multiple mentors, and chat with them. Let them know what you're doing and what's going on, and do the 3-way conference calls. You've been on one world tour or getaway. We've been on lots of them, and our experience can help out. So Norm, it's so awesome meeting you there, man. All of you guys, all three, your wife and the new partner that's coming on board as well. So happy to have met you.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Same here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Norm. I'd say the next person I want to bring in, she was so fired up. She was so excited. I got to meet her. And of course, obviously, Chris, her significant other. But I want to bring in Tanya Evans, who I think is one of the more fired up people in the entire company.
Hi, Ty. Hi, Daryl Marie. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. It was just so awesome meeting you guys in Hawks Cay. It was like, now that I know y'all my family on the Zoom and everything. Now I was able to touch and feel y'all. I did a couple of lives and everything. So my phone has been off the hook. I told him I wasn't photoshopping y'all. I mean, we had so much fun. I mean, seeing the dolphins, and like when we got there, we drove, so it was like 12 hours. So that was a lovely ride. I'm used to driving over the road. I drove over the road 16 years, driving 18-wheeler trucks. So just doing that with my husband, it was just, the scenery and driving over that 7-mile bridge, water surrounding us. It was just so awesome. I was just like, God is so amazing, because how do they build that bridge? Was they in a helicopter hovering over, or was they on a boat? I'm like, God is just so good to create stuff like that. And we went driving around the resort and was able to see how all the little islands was actually connected by little bridges. It was just so cool. And then we had a little confusion when we got there. They thought we were just regular people. So they was trying to put a large amount on our car, and then all of a sudden I had called Todd and he didn't answer, but then all of a sudden he appeared and he was like, they with us. And next thing I know, they was just showering us they gave us like $300 in like food and drink so our trip was basically inclusive, because we didn't have to really pay for nothing. But it was just, that's what, and I learned something new. So 4-star and 5-star hotels and resorts, it's totally different than 4 Diamond. Because when we got there, the people were trying to take our bags out the car. We were like, wait, hold on, we get our own bags. Hold on, let's go. That's not something I was used to, somebody trying to get. But by the end of the time, they was trying to bring our stuff down. I was like, come now, come Frederick, bring our bags. Yes, it was just, and the staff, it was just it was amazing. It was like a second honeymoon for me and my husband. I'm not sure, but I probably came back with another addition to our family. I don't know. Y'all married folks know all too well about that, but I'm just keeping it real. It just makes sense. That was me working. I actually met some people and passed out some business cards down there and talked about it, and they were like, how much is you staying here for? And I was like, oh yeah, $459. They was like, that's what they charge a night. I said, yeah, right, you need to get with us. You better get in when you finish. So of course I was able to prospect. It was just unbelievable. I just love it. I can't wait for my next trip, which is to Vegas for a week, 8 days, $80.49. I just love my job. I love it.
Wow, 8 days, $80, $10 a day in Vegas after you did the Hawks Cay, right? And by the way, for everyone that didn't pick this up, but we had obviously Justin Hart getting engaged down there. We got Tanya on a honeymoon down there. So,
again, yeah.
Love was in the air.
Yes.
So Tanya, it was so great to actually, it's funny. I felt like I know you.
Right.
We've talked, I've seen you. It's like when we actually hugged, it's like, that's right, we've never met.
Like we family, right? Yeah.
We already knew each other. I felt like that already happened, right? It's like, oh yeah, this is actually the first time.
It was awesome. Yes. I can't wait. And you know what? Y'all look good on camera, but y'all really look good in person. In real life, y'all really look good.
Especially Maria, Jean, and Adela, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Especially the queens and kings of Travorti. I'm just so happy to be a part of it. It just makes sense to me.
Well, Tanya, it was so great to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on tonight and sharing your story.
Not a problem. Anytime.
I'm going to take this over to Denzel Washington, who we had there with us in Hawks Cay. And of course, it's actually Darius, right? I kept teasing him because, he was walking around with a shirt off and he's got the ripped 6-pack abs. He looks like he's some kind of bodybuilder or something like that. But hey, Darius, we have you with us?
Hey, how you doing?
There he is, man. Got the
he does own some shirts.
Smile going.
I just said, we didn't know if you owned any shirts. Todd was gonna sing you some.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Darius, we had a blast hanging out with you, and of course, obviously, that was your first world tour too, Russ.
Yes, it was my first world tour, and it was a blast. Like being in Florida, at the Key West. That was my first time down there, you know, came with my family, brought my daughter. My thing, what I enjoyed was about the beach side, and it had the pool side. So you had an option to swim in the pool, or you can be at the beach all day. And, you know, the baby, she wanted to be in the pool all day, but I wanted to be on the beach side. So we had to switch it up a little bit or whatnot. And, you know, just the activities that they had there, with the karaoke, the different singers, the family games they had, Andrew, who was running it all, meeting you, Todd, the Hearts, Daryl and Maria. It was a blast, man. Like I said, I used like 10,000 of my loyalty points there to go on my trip. I probably don't have any more points now, but I used all my points to go there. Just the scenery of everything was beautiful. Meeting the ambassador, Camilo, shouts out to him. I got to talk to him a little bit here and there. Just everything, man. It was grateful. Just a great experience.
And of course, you were there with your mom, by the way. In fact, I meant to get her on here tonight. In fact,
yeah.
I got to get her on next week.
Yeah.
I was like reaching out to everybody and this and this and this, and I, you know, as I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot to get Ruthini on here, but you obviously were there. You had your mom there, so it was a family affair.
Renethia.
Yeah, I'll get that down one of these days.
Yeah, she was there with me, with my uncle too, you know, and Thomas Flowers, you know,
Sure.
my other uncle. So yeah, Miss Judy. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience.
Awesome.
Had a great time.
Yeah, I reached out to Reverend Judy too. We're gonna try to get her on tonight, but she wasn't ready to. So we're gonna try to get her on next week. So I'm gonna try to get your mom on next week too.
Okay.
So what would be your words of advice to anyone that's never been on a world tour yet?
My words of advice for anybody that haven't been on a world tour or don't even know anything about Trevorian, period, you might want to look into it. You know, you might want to try to get involved with somebody or try to reach out to like one of the leaders to get involved with Trevorian first. The world tour experience, like I say, it was beautiful. So my advice is to get involved with it. Whatever you got to do to become one of the travel agents or whatever you want to do, Forex, you just need to find somebody and get involved.
Yeah, Daryl, Marie, any questions you might have for Darius?
Well, Darius, this was the first one. It gets better from this point on. And just like you enjoyed meeting us and all the people that were there, and we enjoyed meeting you, hopefully that we can stay connected and moving forward. Are you going to continue to show up at these events, getaways, net rates, or more world tours?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I'm going to show up, and this time I'll keep my shirt on.
and here's the other thing. I think you and your uncle had a competition in front of everybody out there.
The Iron
and I don't know if I'm going to talk about it or not, but if you want to bring it up, I just wanted to set the table for you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Thomas.
Competition, you know, with me and Thomas, even though we got the same shape, but he wasn't ready. You know, that's my lane. That was my lane. But no, it was an excellent experience. You know, we had fun doing it, you know, and like I said, it was a great time.
Well, Darius, I'm so glad you came. And by the way, you've obviously, you got to meet Daryl. You got Daryl's number. You got to meet me. You got my number. Now it's up to you. Use that and abuse that. Anyone you're talking to, we want to talk to, want to help you build that business, right? Help you go and
Most
rank
definitely.
advance and get you to ambassador, then 1-star ambassador, and turn your life into a vacation.
Most definitely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. And now we're going to bring your uncle on here, none other than the boss, right? We got Mr. Thomas Flowers. And Thomas, I feel bad I didn't get your sister on here tonight, but Thomas, tell us about the world tour.
It's okay, man. I appreciate it. I was over here cracking up the entire time, you guys. Just had to say it was amazing. Down there, just getting to meet you for the first time. We talked on the phone. I told him, I said, it ain't been a year yet. And I got to meet Todd, first person I talked to outside of Coach D, after I became a member. And then also meet Daryl. Man, it was just amazing just to meet y'all. And I remember watching him come out. He was like, "Ooh, man," I'm tired. I was like, "Man, you're in the right place," because this is total relaxation. So I was like, "Hey, this is where you're supposed to be." And then also the Hearts, man. I'm telling you, just to sit down and have a talk with the CEO, man. And then for him, I had to tell my sister, we were talking about it, Rose, like, The next morning we were sitting there eating breakfast. He came in, hey, Thomas, hey. I was like, wait a minute, he remember us. Because usually you're so busy, CEO, you're meeting so many people, you don't think, hey, the name will just roll off. But he just sat there and talked with us, him and his wife, and it was just so amazing just to sit there and talk with Mr. David and Miss Adela Hart and the kids. The kids loved it. I really loved it with the kids. Their personalities. I brought my sis, who's also, she's a good friend of mine. She's my biker sister, but she brought her family. She's a member as well, and they had a good time. But the kids, the kids, Miss Judy, her daughter, with her granddaughter, my nephew and his daughter, they had just an amazing time just watching them interact with each other. Playing in the water, we having water fights, and also the quick little tournament we had. You only got me about 3 seconds, nephew, but that was just amazing to be a part of that, and that we partake in the activities that they had. They did the dolphins, swimming with the dolphins, and out there interacting with the dolphins. That was amazing to see. Just to see those memories being made, you guys. The resort itself was immaculate. It was beautiful. The breakfast every morning was great. I loved it. Fresh fruit. Man, I was just like, wow, this fruit is like extremely fresh. But I was just loving everything about it. And for the price that we paid, you guys, it blew my mind. It really blew my mind. I couldn't do nothing but thank Mr. David Hart for creating this amazing platform that we have to use. This is my second world tour. This is my second world tour. Went to Jamaica, had a blast out there, and then to come here and have another blast that just tells me every last one of them, if they're not getting better, they're getting better, right? So you can't lose. You can't lose, y'all. It's a win-win all the way around. I really enjoyed myself, and I really thank y'all. I'm refreshed. I didn't want to leave. It ended so fast. That's when you know you're having a good time. But I look forward to the next vacation. I really do.
Thomas, again, it was great meeting you. Obviously, we spoke on the phone a couple of times, but then to meet you face to face, it was absolutely awesome. And you look great doing what you were doing with your nephew. He got you that time, but if you guys did it 10 times, you might get him 3 or 4 times as well. But the question is now. Well,
Derek, I can see Darius right now going.
No, I think Thomas could do that. I get that feeling.
I'm training now for him now.
There you go. We'll do something special at the next one. Hey, but Thomas, coming off of this one, this is the second one. You just went to one a couple months back. Now you're going up this one. From a business perspective, what is this now going to make you do? You've seen the first one, you've seen the second one. Second one, you got a chance to meet Todd and Gina and Dave and Adela and kind of hang out with those folks. What is this going to do for your business going forward from this day on? Building.
When I say skyrocket. I mean, immediately, my cousin was in Key West. He drove that hour to come and meet us out there at the Duck Cay, right at the resort. Because he was like, just want to come hang out. You already know I have a good time. And we shared it right there with him and his girlfriend. It was her birthday. And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? If you would have had a membership, been telling y'all, and he was like, all right, cuz we in, so that was just good to, it definitely motivates you, because I am a product of my product. Everything that Mr. Hart was saying sounds like everything I say to my team and, to the people that I share this with is just showing them to be a product of your product. I love to travel. That's all everybody know me for. I love to travel, but when I'm telling you I'm traveling more for less, when you're seeing me gone every month, that should leave clue. So with your business success, leave clues, especially when you're being a product of your product. I know everybody don't have the time. I feel like I don't have the time, but I make the time. It's what you make the time for. Do you want to make time to add value to your life? Or do you want to make time to be stressed and in the struggle? No, I want to make time to make value so I can live longer, so I can look like my nephew. All, you know what I'm saying? Might ain't got all the muscles, but I look like it though. But it's just all about that because you look so refreshed. Y'all look amazing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who was there looked amazing. And I mean, every morning refreshed. You saw nobody coming out looking, oh, I just ready to go back home. No, everybody was like, I ain't ready to go back home.
Right.
So
Right.
it definitely skyrocketed, you know what I'm saying, me to motivate me to talk to more people. I saw it motivate Darius because we left to go to Miami for that evening. He was outside talking to people. I was like, oh, he ain't going there. He's like, no, he thought, I was like, okay, cool. You know, we left to go chill in Miami, you know, took the birthday girl out. And but it definitely motivates you to share it. Just to share it. That's all you got to do. Look what I got for this amount of money.
Absolutely.
That will definitely
100%.
blow your mind.
100%.
Yes, and then it just motivated. It definitely motivates me. If it don't motivate anybody else, it motivates me to get out there and share with people, especially with people that I know and I love and care about. If you love and care about them, you would definitely want them to get out there and add value to your life and get on one of the amazing world tours.
Well, Thomas, we had some fun on the training call too, because it was a point that Daryl made earlier. But on the training call, you know, Daryl said, "How hard is it to go on vacation? How hard is it to go have fun?" Right? And so I just went outside during the training call. If you guys didn't see it, I just set my camera around the resort, and I found some of the Trevorian reps that you were hanging out drinking a beer, and Darius was there drinking a beer, and I remember Reverend Judy was there, and then we went over and saw Norm and some of the people over there. We saw some of the Hispanic community, Latin American team over there, and we're like, okay, here are people that are in training. They're working hard at having fun. They're working hard, wearing the sunglasses, and they got their bathing suit on. They're eating some food, drinking a beer, having a good time. I mean, it's like this. It's like people sometimes want to make this more complicated than what it is, man. Just go have fun. Invite your what was your cousin from the Key West?
Yes.
Invite your cousin over. Take someone on vacation with you, and people are like just blowing away. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Now, by the way, you've also been playing with the trading too, haven't you?
Absolutely. Yes. I went all in with that. I also talked with Tanya a little bit, you know, gave her also Miss Judy, you know, they got their demo accounts going, but I was explaining to them, you know, some of the things that I learned, you know, from the educational system that we have, you guys, which is amazing in itself. But what blew me away was what you put out, you know, the training what we got on Saturday. You know, you gave me a little clue of it on Friday when I met you. Well, actually, no, that Wednesday when we met you. Actually, you gave us a little clue of it, and I was already taken away. I was like, it just makes sense, you guys. It just, I mean, to have that whole system, and I know it's heaven sent because I always love to travel, and I always wanted to get into Forex, but to have it all in one place, and it be the top notch level, you can't beat it, y'all. And I absolutely love it because it's adding to my life. It's adding funds. It's adding fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's adding that freedom. That's 3 F's right there. Fun, that money, fun, and freedom, you guys. And I absolutely love
funds, and freedom.
There you go.
FFF. By the way, one more comment, Thomas. So I'm going to let John Maria close this out. And that was something Mr. David Hart said tonight. He talked about how we, as a company, he had a big conversation today, and come 2022, some big things are going to happen, right? Yeah. And obviously, I know what that is, and I can tell you that there's been some different segments in our company history. At one point, I'll never forget, we got the free trip incentive. I mean, that was huge, right? I mean, that was a big moment. And then I remember the moment that we first got, every dollar you spend, you get a point. And here are the 4 places you can go. Yeah. And then eventually, what, we're going to give you 2 points. And here's the 2,000 places you can go. Right. That was huge. Well, then we had the world tours, which you just got off. That was huge. Mr. Hart's got some more huge things coming. And so he's just getting started. The top incomers are not even joining our company yet. Gang, as we go world tour to world tour to world tour, people have these experiences as people start trading, never risking more than 1% of their account. They start making money as people tap into the magic of this compensation program. I mean, again, for all of you out there, I mean, it doesn't take very many people. With this few, there's about 150 people left, 150 people right. That's a small team. If you get 4, who get 4, who get 4, that's 84 people. It only takes 150 left, 150 right to be in that 6-figure neighborhood. With as few as 17 left, 17 right. I tell 4 who tell 4. I mean, you're almost there. I mean, you're now a 2-star director in the $2,000 per month neighborhood. You got a comma in your check, wearing a championship ring, getting paid to go on vacation, or as Ken showed you, take that money and put it into your trading account and watch the magic happen in 12 months. So unbelievable things are coming. Thomas, it was great to hang out with you. Can't wait to be on the next world tour with you. Daryl and Maria, obviously we love being with you guys. I'm going to give you the final word.
Well, again,
I think that we lost them. I go give you the final word. I think they just disappeared on us. So Thomas, future leader, you get the final word.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, thanks, man. Sorry they dropped off, you guys. I know he had a major word for us, but I'm just gonna send this out to you just to get you off of if you're on the fence, all right? But we definitely want you just to check it out. If you don't do anything else but check it out, have an open mind. And then also see how much value that it can add to you. If you already are a member, get on a world tour. Get into your back office and utilize what you have. You pay for it. It's your money, right? And utilize your money. Take your family on a trip and experience life. And if you want to trade, you're out there doing the Forex, I'm telling you, that's where it's at, you guys. Make a little extra money on the side. Like I said, that is four Rex, all right? For Rex, make that money, you guys, but definitely don't be afraid of what you think you can't do. Be afraid that you miss out on what you can do, all right? That's what you need to be afraid of. So definitely stay motivated. Share this with everybody that you see out there. If you're out there partnering with us, like Tanya said, we absolutely love what we're doing. Can't wait to get on the next one with the next person. I'm thankful that I saw this and I jumped on it. I didn't let it pass me by, and I'm out here doing it. All you got to do is do the same thing. Don't let that great opportunity pass you by and be in regret mode years later. All right. So thanks again, Todd. Thanks again, Mr. David and Adela Hart. Thank you, Daryl and Maria. Thank you. I love you guys. My nephew, I got you on the next one, boy. Tanya, very good seeing you and your husband, as well as you, Norman, you and your wife. Definitely enjoyed all of you guys, and I look forward to seeing y'all on the next world tour. That's about it.
All right. So, hey, tomorrow night we got Jill Maria Roberts on our Zoom call at 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time. On Wednesday, we're going to have our trading gurus breaking down how to turn $500 into $20,000, and you never risk more than $5 per trade. Thursday night, I'm bringing up the rear. I'm the weak chain in the link. I'll be giving the presentation Thursday night. Saturday, we're going to have an amazing training. Sunday, we're going full circle back to Pastor Deborah Taylor and Pastor Deborah Taylor and Pastor Mel Keys. I apologize. Obviously, that's something I've said so many times.
Okay. Yeah.
The late, great Guy Taylor. And then as we swing into the next week, we got the world tour. So everyone, have a great evening. Thanks for being here. Thomas, see you, my friend. Bye, everybody. God bless.
See you soon.